and thank you to all candidates. That concludes the question portion of this forum. We will now move on to closing statements. You have 1 minute for your closing statement. In your closing statement, please let viewers know what you value about public education. Ms. Wentzler, we will start with you, followed by Mr. Seeger. Ms. Wentzler, please begin when you are ready.
Thanks. I think the thing that I value most about public education is that we get to meet every kind of student at our door, and I'm always excited to serve every community member who chooses Hastings Public Schools. And I realize as a board member, I might be sitting at a table where I don't agree with everybody, but I'm a good listener. I ask thoughtful questions. I am excited to potentially sit at that table with Director Zuzik, Director Tate, Director Dressley, as well as to share in time with our new Superintendent Champa. I look forward to the Raider Spotlight. I look forward to hearing from administrators, and I just hope that I have earned your vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Seeger, followed by Ms. Wiederholt-Pine.
Yeah, I think the wonderful thing about public education is really it's a space where nobody gets left behind. We're going to bring everybody along for the ride. We're going to make sure that we can do everything we can to propel them into the future and be prepared as best they can be to go out into the so-called real world. And that's not to be facetious, but that's how we talk about it to our kids. They're in the real world. They see the same things we do on the news. Their public education can help them process those things. Their conversations at home can help them process those things. Their public education give them a great deal of perspective on what's going on around them and the information that they're absorbing. I can't think of a greater gift we could give to our kids than that.
Thank you. Ms. Wiederholt-Pine, followed by Mr. Biermeyer.
Well, public education is obviously the foundation, right? Every child has the opportunity and is entitled to an education, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, attorneys, electricians, everybody comes through the same process. So our education system is the foundation to all the leaders of this world, right? It's the starting point of it. As a board member, I want to sit at the table. I want to be instrumental in the budget. I want to be instrumental in, hearing the voices of the community members of Hastings, friends and families. I want teachers to know that they're supported and being heard. And I think, we have this opportunity to turn this around. There's some areas where we need to strengthen, but we have so many things that are going well for this community that we can just continue to capitalize and make Hastings be that place that I've always known it, where people want to be part of. They want to come here. They want to raise their kids here. And obviously with the aging population, that will turn over. So let's be prepared to fill those seats with families that want to educate their kids in our system.
Thank you. Again, as a reminder, as you give your closing statements, please let viewers know what you value about public education. Mr. Biermeyer, followed by Ms. Milner.
I value diversity. My kids were able to meet a lot of different people and a lot of different backgrounds and a lot of different stories of individuals. And I think that is the greatest asset of public education. Hey, we have an opportunity for some fresh ideas, and I'm looking forward to working with any and all board members if I'm elected, existing and new. Whether you want to be a plumber, an electrician, or the next great physician, whether you want to go into the workforce, tech school, or four-year college, I want to see our students equipped with the best tools for success. I'm just asking everybody, get out and vote on November 7th, and you have a lot of great choices here, and I just hope you get out to make that choice on November 7th.
Thank you. Ms. Milner, followed by Mr. Bruns.
So I attended a conference where Dennis Waitley stated, there are always two choices in life. Either put up with the conditions as they are or take the responsibility to change them. For the most part, we had a wonderful experience with our two boys graduating from Hastings High School. And what I value about that is the great variety of people, friends, teachers, coaches, classes. I mean, there's just so much variety available to them in the public school system. I really value that. What I'm seeing and hearing and experiencing firsthand now does not exactly match the experience we had with our boys. I'm pretty disappointed in our current math, science, and literacy scores. My heart is troubled over the constant and scary lack of discipline, accountability, and out-of-control bullying. I was bullied back in the day when I went to school, and I know the deep ramifications and how that affects a student and a life. I'm running to turn that all around, and I'm stepping up to take some of that responsibility to change our current status. Let's create a solid future for all of our students and restore excellence. Thank you.
Mr. Bruns, followed by Ms. Blanchard.
Thank you, Alexis. Vote. The only thing I really want to impart upon you is vote on November 7th. Dust off those Red Wings, walk on down to the polling place, and make your voice heard. The reason why it is so critical, and this is what I love about public education, it is one of the single public goods we are all invested in, and it can totally transport and transform our community. It can take a young punk kid from a divorced family, working class, and turn him into a postgraduate, super boring and dorky educator. It is the greatest equalizer that we have. It can raise home values, it can lower home values. So get out there and vote for the candidates that you believe bring that promise to our families and to our learners and to our staff, that Hastings Public Schools are the gem and will be higher than the 29th best high school in the state in the future, because that's what we want. Shoot for number one. If you rest, you rust, and you can always be better. Demand more.
Thank you. Again, as a reminder, as you give your closing statements, please let viewers know what you value about public education. Ms. Blanchard, you'll go next, followed by Ms. Onen.
Thank you, Alexa. I concur with exactly what you said, Matt. Public education is probably one of the most amazing places for excellence to thrive. At the same time, as Melissa mentioned, we definitely have some areas that need to be tweaked and changed. I'm very excited, though, about the fact that with public education, it gives opportunity and challenge to grow in character to the students, for the teachers to impart into the students integrity and honor. And these are some of the factors that I think are highly important. And I hope to see that increasing. It also gives them a wonderful place to learn in life about growing and maturing. And it does give a place for them to find out where they're going to go in life and excel. And I also encourage you to get out and vote. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ms. Onen, followed by Ms. Ring.
Thank you. Okay, what do I value about public education? Everybody gets educated. If you have one off year, you get 12 years, plus kindergarten. So this is just a huge investment for our community that we do this for our kids. My son was hard of hearing. The district helped him get hearing aids so that he could use them during school. We wouldn't have done that at home. Okay, what do I value about public education? All the things I was grumpy about during COVID. Not every parent knows geography or math. We need this. We all work together. Whether you're a high flyer, AP student, or whether you are a kid who has an IEP and you need extra help, it's there. It's tailored for you. Also, what I like is that we all get a voice. I can call a teacher. I can ask my student to talk to the teacher. I can vote.
Thank you. Lastly, Ms. Ring.
Thank you. I think my favorite thing about public education and what I value about it does play off of a lot of what Pam was just saying, but it's the accessibility of it. It's the ability for anybody from any social class or any educational background to tap into this educational resource that builds up our community. So from the special needs courses all the way up to just your standard run-of-the-mill, I took classes, honors, AP, whatever you need, it's accessible within public education, and is somewhere that you can find that and you can find where you fit. And I just think that that's so important for our students, is to have that space. To echo Phil, I think diversity is really awesome. I think it's important that we can have that showcase to our students. And I'm just really excited to be running to be a part of that in our community.
Thank you.